Hello CCS, welcome to the Eagle Express, our first edition of the 2021-22 school year. For those of you families who are new to CCS, each week we send out a digital newsletter where we share events and activities and pictures from the previous week, but also we let you know about what's coming up in the following week or two that you need to be looking forward to. We share special announcements and updates. And so welcome to Coventry Christian Schools. This is our first edition this year, and I have just a few things that I want to share with you today. First, one of the big things that we haven't sent out detailed information on is our drop-off and pickup procedures. So those instructions are going to come out this weekend, but a couple of points that we needed to share with you and encourage you on tonight. First, if you haven't yet done so, it's really important that you register for your Pick My Kid account. Even if you rarely come to school to pick up your kids, it's really important that you get your account set up now rather than showing up here to school at 3:10 and realizing that you're not set up and that we've already sent Johnny home on the bus because you forgot to update it in that app. So we're going to use the Pick My Kid system to manage how your child is going home. And so in order to verify that that's correct, we need you to log in, create your account, log in, and verify that the default pickup mode is accurate for your kids starting next week. If you've tried to log in and create an account and you've been unable to do that, it probably means that there's an error in your cell phone number, because the cell phone number is how we connect families in that system. So if that's the case, please send an email over to us. You can email Mrs. Miro, and she will make sure that those cell phone numbers match in Pick My Kid so that you can get your account set up. The other thing that we want to share with you as we look forward to next week, and this is a big change, is that starting next week, we are not going to allow parents to come onto campus and get in line for parent pickup until 3:15. The reason is that if we allow you to come on to campus before then, the line doesn't start moving until at least 3:15, and some days more like 3:18 until we start moving that parent pickup line in place. And so what happens is that as parents start to come on campus at 3, 2:55, 2:45, sometimes even as early as 2:30, and get in that line, it gets pretty long. And last year we had several times where it backed out onto Pleasant View Road. And we need to avoid that because it actually makes the process go slower because we can't get the buses in and out, and they do go first. And the other thing is it causes traffic problems in our community here. And with the growth that we have experienced, that line's going to be longer. And so we need to avoid any parents coming until 3:15. If you do come to this area prior to that, you can park across the street on Welsh Drive, or you can park in the Township Park on Buchert Road until 3:10, 3:15, when you can make your way onto campus and get in the parent pickup line. And so that's an important change, but we do need your help with that so that we can avoid traffic congestion and get everybody in and out in a quick and expeditious manner. The next thing that I wanted to talk about with everyone tonight, and this is really the only other topic to discuss, is the governor's mask mandate, which was issued earlier this week. I'm sure that all of you have seen or heard about it by now, but that mask mandate was issued by Governor Wolf on the 31st of August, and it goes into effect on our first day of school, September 7th. It does apply to every single preschool, daycare, private, public, and parochial school in the state of Pennsylvania. And so, as a school and a preschool and a daycare here in Pennsylvania, we are included in that mandate as well. Similarly to last school year, parents can submit a mask exemption for their kids, and the form to do so is included in the Eagle Express right below this video. So if you need to submit that mask exemption, you can do that via the form below, and your child would then be exempt from wearing a mask here at CCS. As we think about the COVID situation and the mask mandates, I really do want to, just for a moment, encourage each and every family to help us maintain the very positive, very good environment and culture that we've had over the past 18 months. CCS has really been blessed in the midst of a very tumultuous time, and much of that is because of the way that each and every family that's here has conducted themselves with grace and compassion and patience and forgiveness. We need to continue to operate in that manner. We haven't had controversy and chaos and frustration and anger like so many schools have experienced. And so I just want to encourage you to do everything in your power to continue to build that culture here at our school and help us avoid the controversies that could ensnarl our community. At CCS, we're going to continue to try to do our part in the same way. And we're going to continue to abide by the main principles that we've set out and laid out for each and every one of us throughout this pandemic, which I just want to repeat for you here today. First, we want to keep our school open and we want to keep our kids in person. We think that that is critical to their growth and development. And so that's our first and primary goal. Secondly, we as a school, we want to balance the health risks of COVID with the educational, spiritual, and emotional needs of our kids. We have to balance that. Everything in life is not an easy decision. And so we need to do our part. We're working hard to balance those things to make the best decisions for our students and families that we can. The third principle that we have is we want to encourage the personal responsibility of each and every faculty member, parent, and student. And so what that means is that if you're sick, please stay home. It might be just a cold or it could be COVID. But unfortunately, the environment that we find ourselves in here, there are COVID quarantines that are mandated by the health department. And because of that, it causes a lot of strife when someone comes onto campus and is then positive for COVID. May not be anybody's fault, but if and when possible, please monitor your symptoms of your kids. And if they have any that indicate they should stay home, we ask that you would act in such a way that would show personal responsibility and help us keep COVID out of our school as much as possible. This also means that if you've had a direct exposure to COVID, we need you to be direct and upfront and forthright in letting us know that so that we know why your child isn't in school. Because the last thing we want to do is have a COVID outbreak here at CCS, which would keep many children from enjoying and being blessed by an in-person education. So help us out there, act responsibly. And the last principle that we have is we want to empower our parents. We want to give you the authority that God has given you. We want to let you have authority over your child as much as we can within the guidelines, within the laws that are set forth for operating a school. We want to keep you in charge of your kids. And so those are the principles that we're trying to operate by here at CCS. With that said, I am so excited to have each and every family here at Coventry Christian Schools this fall. It is going to be a great year. There are so many wonderful things that we have planned for the upcoming school year. Our kids are going to have a great time. I am so excited to have you with us next week. I hope that you enjoy this last little bit of summer over Labor Day weekend, and we are looking forward to having you here Tuesday morning next week. So enjoy your weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day.